We are joined by 3 guests, as always, who have brought free drinks and free stories to amuse us all with tonight. I am, of course, Sol, your host and guardian of the Quadrant. And welcome in, Galaxy, welcome in, Shani, welcome in, Meatloaf, welcome in, Rixie. Hello, it's been a while, how are you, Meatloaf? Oh, I think I don't know if I said you twice. And, of course, we've had all our guests as well here. Hey, Jack, how you doing? And we've got our guests, and thank everyone for the hosts as well. Let's go round and introduce who we've got. We're going to go clockwise tonight, as always. In the bottom left corner of your screen, he is a horror icon himself. He is the daddy of all clowns. He is, conveniently enough, Clown Daddy. You can say hello.
Hello.
There we go. A humble hello there, and what a great backing he brings with him tonight.
You did a better introduction than I could have.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Oh, I appreciate it. As is my role here.
Hey, Harley.
Oh, yes. Oh, Harley, yes. That horror icons meet, yes. And we look at the top left corner of your screen, you will see the wonderful wood nymph herself. Is that okay? Is that appropriate? I didn't think about that nymph.
It's a dread.
A dread. There we go. She is, of course, Abby. How are you?
Hello.
Yes, I feel very grateful to have Abby and Clown Daddy. We haven't really had any kind of interaction on screen before, and I love the fact that you've joined me here in the Quadrant, let alone in such a weird circumstance in which you were sealed to your fate. And of course,
I kind of had no choice when you kept showing up at my house begging me.
I wanted my Clown Daddy. And of course, we're always joined in these shows at some point because she is my Discord partner. She is the smallest of the big potatoes. And she waves, yes. Also co-host of the Potato Sack, as you may know. Thank you all for joining me here tonight. I hope you're ready for some fun and some frolics, and to face your doom. And so everyone here will have brought a drink with them. And let's go around clockwise. Let's see, what have you brought with you? What brought with you tonight to keep you refreshed through the evening? Clown Daddy, what have you got?
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. Oh, I've never liked Dr. Pepper.
And it's never liked you.
No, it hasn't. No. No, my brother used to drink Coca-Cola, right, from 2-litre bottles, right? Right, like that. It was awful to watch. But then he moved on to Dr. Pepper, and I was like, what is this strange beverage? This isn't the Coke you normally drink. Then I tried it, and I was like, please go back to the Coke. Oh, please.
It's God's nectar, what you on about?
I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if it's just the taste. Maybe it is the taste. I don't know. How would you describe the taste of Dr. Pepper, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know.
Very Coke.
Is it? Is that just it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know that. Well, I don't like it. Now I know the source. I genuinely didn't know. Is Dr. Pepper popular in the States? It's just one of those things that I've always associated with Britain as well. I don't know why. Very odd. I also don't like the colour of it. Like, not the colour of the liquid, but the colour of the label as well. It always looked quite bland compared to like the bright colours of Coke. Well, Diet Coke was grey, but it had the bright red letters, you know. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Still, you know. I expect nothing less than Clown Daddy to drink something horrific. Now, Abby, what drink have you brought with you tonight?
Ribena.
Ribena! Oh, I love a bit of Ribena. Are you familiar with Ribena potato?
Is that?
Ribena, yeah.
No, I am not familiar.
Would you want to describe what Ribena is for us, Abby?
It's Ribena.
Ribena, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's blackcurrant, isn't it?
Yes, blackcurrant. Is blackcurrant popular as a drink in the States?
Definitely not.
No, definitely not. I didn't think it was. Isn't that odd?
I barely know what it is.
Oh, yes, that's very odd. Ribena is sort of probably the most. Would you say it's probably the best-selling blackcurrant drink?
Yeah, that and Robinson's apple and blackcurrant.
Right. Yes, of course. If you want it kind of like that diluted kind of stuff, not non-diluted stuff, you would probably go for that as well. Yeah. What's Vimto's blackcurrant though, isn't it?
What? I think Vimto is an assortment.
Oh, really?
I think it's got blackcurrant in it, but I think it's got raspberries and something else in it as well.
These are interesting brands that Potato has never heard of. Ribena was taken to court for false advertising a while back. Oh, really? Not enough ribs in it? I don't know. Very strange. Big Potato, what beverage have you brought with you tonight?
I have coffee.
Coffee! Oh, my word.
Actually, it's an Americano because I got an espresso machine. So.
Oh, right. Well, I don't know what those words mean. What is an Americano? You can only drink it in America?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's espresso and water, like hot water.
There you go. There's a coffee for you in the chat. Yeah, they say they have more vitamin C than orange juice. Oh, did they really? Oh, lying bastards.
Seems like a weird thing to take to court, though.
Yeah, that's very true. Some students discovered it wasn't true. Some kind of laboratory experiment. Try and find cures for illnesses. Not see if there's vitamin C in Ribena. What the hell? Hey, Shani. How you doing? I hope you have a good day at work. I'm glad you're with us for the time being, regardless. Yes, I, of course, ladies and gentlemen, have always brought with me the Dew. Oh, yes. I'm never without the Mountain Dew. And if you don't like it, do me. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry to see that, Jack.
You're completely insane.
Timing on that. Thank you so much, Potato. Gifting that sub to Jack.
Oh, gosh, I feel great.
Bloody hell. 89 gifts. Oh. Couldn't you say my age was like 88 last time?
Oh, something like that.
Yeah, thanks for that. That was on my birthday as well. Charming. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, we now have our drinks and we now have our guests. Let's, before we get to our stories tonight, let's break the ice with a round of I Have Never. Rather simple. A statement will be said by each of us. I have never blank. And if our other contestants have, then they will partake of their beverage of choice. And if they haven't, they will not. So I will start, and we'll go around clockwise. Shihiro! My word! Shihiro coming in with the sub. Thank you so much. And it's a pleasure to have you here. Welcome in. Welcome in. He's swiveling around up and down in his chair. It's brilliant. No, thank you so much, Shihiro. Thank you very much for being here. And thank you so much for the sub. That's incredible of you. Oh, and all those hearts go flying. Yes, you have now access to all those emotes. Oh, that's certainly.
Why don't you like me?
And we've got our host from Puns. Hello, Pabs. Welcome in.
Vivian, I'm being serious. Shaman.
A pleasure to have you here. Pleasure to have all of you here.
I find that rather difficult to believe.
Potato with the Salita kiss. Nima guy said that was nightmare fuel. Do you know that? Hey, Naomi. I dream of Naomi all the time. There she is. How are you doing? Hey, Puns. Good to see you guys here. I really appreciate it. Welcome everyone to the Quadrant. We're going to do a round of I Have Never and learn a little bit about our guests, what they are, what they don't do, who, the what, the hell. So, I have never eaten shrimp.
What do we do? Raise our hands?
No, if you have eaten shrimp, you take a sip of your beverage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right, so what does it taste like?
Why don't you
Shihiro, thank you for the host.
Vivian, I'm being serious.
Because you're shellfish.
You're a complete bastard and we all hate you.
Unbelievable.
I find that rather difficult to believe.
Because I'm shellfish, I said I don't eat them. I let everyone else do. That's the selfless act. The shellfish act. That didn't work. No, what would you say it tasted like?
Fish?
Oh, really? Because I mean, the only real fish I eat is cod. You see, and that's really bland. That's really bland. You know. But there's
It's like-
haddock I've never really liked. So.
I would say it's like a less flavorful, like thicker, chewier
Ooh,
fish.
thick and chewy. Ooh. You're shellfish because you don't
I
give
don't-
shrimp a try. What? Where's the logic there? Shrimpy? That'd be cool names for it. Charming. But Pound Daddy, you haven't either.
No.
No. Have you ever wanted to or tried?
No.
No. I don't
Does not
know.
look appealing to me at
Yeah,
all.
I suppose not. I suppose a lot of like I don't know. Is it crustacean? Would you call it crustacean, or is it considered something else? A mollusk? I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm worried that I'm going to get some kind of weird fungal disease from it. That's the only problem. I may have played The Last of Us a bit too much. That might be my only issue. Yes, some kind of like weird quadricep thing's going to appear out of my head or something like that. I know
it does happen sometimes.
Oh, it does. Oh, it does. Well, that's
it's
kind of relieving to know that my worries weren't in vain. Cloud Daddy, what have you never done?
I actually had one this whole time and now it's gone.
Oh no! I've never once forgot my. I have never.
I had it in my head. I was like, yeah, that's a good one, and now, no, it's gone.
Do you want me to go anti-clockwise, Potato? Do you want to give us an I have never?
Yeah, I have never eaten or drinking anything that has.
Whoa! Hold on a minute, Potato. We're getting raided. My word! Hello, Iridor. Thank you so much for the raid. Awesome to see you. Hello, Doom Dwarf, the GP. Oh wow, Mazoda. Thank you for the follow there, Doom Dwarf. Welcome everyone. Hello, welcome to the Quadrant. How are you all? How are you? Sending some support for Abby. Oh, Abby.
Thanks, Ari.
Thank you so much for your support. It's amazing. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Anyone who doesn't know me, I am Sol. I am an improv comedian, host, and variety streamer, and this is my show, The Quadrant, in which we get free guests who bring free stories, free drinks, and by the end of it, one of them will go free after I've had my wicked way with them. The other one will become my husband or wife, while the other shall be slain. Yes, this is The Quadrant, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome everyone in. Echo TV represent, of course. Abby there representing Echo TV as well. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for thinking of me and coming in. In fact, Terry is the first person I subbed to on Twitch. Interesting information, Galaxy. Who was mine? I don't know. It was an interesting one. It was because I think a lot of people. I think it might have been Jezebel. Actually, it might have been my first. Yeah. Yes, there's the shout out. Absolutely, go follow him. Very key player of Hunt Showdown. Very much so. Panda's here as well. Hello. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in, everyone. I have a variety of shows on a Sunday, but I play games throughout the week. These very unique shows can all be found out about. Down below in the About section, as well as on the Discord. And yes, we're joined by some very wonderful guests in Clown Daddy, Big Potato, and of course, as you know very well, Abby there. We're just doing a round of I Have Never, and Potato's about to present hers. Go ahead, Potato.
I've never eaten or drinking anything related to black currant.
You've never eaten a black currant before? Oh, that sounds strange.
I kind of don't know what they are.
They're
I've heard of it, but
they're fruit.
Yeah.
They're little berries.
Yeah, little berry fruits. I wonder if there's a different name for them over there at all.
I think so.
That'd be interesting to know. Yeah.
I definitely know what they are, but...
Why are they called currants? Because aren't currants different? Aren't they a different thing? It's weird when language gets all confusing, isn't it? Bloody annoying. It says it's one thing that it's not. Like ladybug and ladybird. What's that about? I don't know.
No, they're definitely not really a thing here.
Oh wow, it's crazy.
Ladybugs are.
Yeah, yeah. Well, ladybirds. Ladybirds. Yeah. Very strange. Okay. Yeah. So yeah,
I missed it. I didn't see who drank.
Oh, we all did, I believe. Cloud Daddy with a cheer there. Thank you so much for the 200. Oh, very, very kind of you, sir.
Daddy.
Oh, you get me all excited. Look. Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Cloud Daddy.
Honestly, I just wanted to see what GIF it was for me.
Right.
I've seen everything so far.
I appreciate that. The world is strange. It is a very strange world. I'm very keen of the. I think we all drank. Have we all taken of the Ribena or the Roundtree? Yeah. We even have sweets with blackcurrant flavour. Yeah. Oh, isn't there a blackcurrant Skittle?
Not here.
I don't really eat Skittles.
No, I don't either. But I swear when I was young, there used to be a blackcurrant Skittle.
I just pile the whole pack in my mouth, so I couldn't tell you what each individual flavour is.
I just drink the rainbow, basically. No, that's fascinating. No, but we all did drink, but you're the outlier here, being the only American as well. And as I say American, I get very posh to represent how English I am.
You
Abby.
just put it with your American accent.
Oh, what my Crichton? I was doing Crichton potato. There's no excuse now. You've seen my Red Dwarf reenactment.
Smeed.
Smeed. Yeah. I love that. I love doing that. We're doing another one, by the way, for my anniversary, stream anniversary in February. So there'll be another Red Dwarf episode coming soon. Ooh. It was also excellent barbecue meister. Like, damn, that meat was good. Don't want that taken out of context. But yeah, no, that's great. That's great, yeah. We're getting all the facts about Eri here tonight, and I love them and welcome them. I could have Eri on the show. Why not? I'll reach out to you. So, Abby, you have never done what?
Never have I ever had a speeding ticket.
Don't even drive.
Don't even drive either.
Yeah, me neither. I never learned to drive.
Do you drive, Abby?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Oh,
course I
okay.
drive.
I'm trying to make that good because we all don't drive. It would be wonderful if you said that just on the basis that no one drove. Fun fact about Sol, he is human sorter. Yeah, I have been described as a machine in the past as well, due to my able to run on very little sleep and my ability to work very hard. But I probably just bluffed me away for it. I don't know. I always try to. Whenever I try to do something, I always try to do it very well. But it's very hard for me to get me to care about doing something to that degree. So it swings and roundabouts, you know. Okay, Cloud Daddy, have you remembered something?
I'm going to go at the most basic shit ever. Never have I ever travelled on a plane. Basic.
I was over there today with friends for watching Formula 1. Everywhere. Where were you, Galaxy? Galaxy, that could be taken so much out of context. Very true. Yeah, so I have. I went on a plane to Germany. That's the only time, and obviously on the way back, obviously I didn't walk back. I went to Germany and then we went into the Netherlands and we came back into Germany. The only other time I've been out of the country was to go to France and Belgium, and that was via the Channel Tunnel. So, who else has been on a plane then? Was it both of you?
I've been lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereabouts you go? Whereabouts you go? Abby.
I went to Romania.
Oh, I've heard that's a wonderful place.
It's very
Picturesque.
yes.
Yeah.
But as we were flying into Transylvania, obviously you can see Dracula's castle,
Ooh.
and it was also night, and it was storming, and there was lightning. It was amazing.
That's fantastic.
But I am terrified of flying.
Oh damn! Some kind of combination. Oh hell! That's
Yeah.
Cloud Daddy. Yeah, that must sound like a dream. Come on, being a horror fan, seeing Dracula's castle in such a picturesque.
Yeah, I've never watched a Dracula film.
What? You're standing there with Chucky behind you. You never seen a Dracula film? Not that there's a correlation between
Tom,
them.
this might shock you. He was never in Dracula. Like, ever. I mean, I know he's got the scarred face and it's alive, but no.
That is Frankenstein.
at all.
That is Frankenstein.
It is Frankenstein. It's the same. I ain't seen him
To
either.
be fair, he's never watched Dracula, so you don't know.
Tell a lie.
Oh.
I have watched a Dracula and a Frankenstein film, Hotel Transylvania 2. That counts.
I never thought I'd make my decision on who to kill now, but
Kill me.
no, I don't know if that counts, does it? Really, uncultured. Oh my word! I've
very
got
uncultured.
Bram
I'll take
Stoker's
that.
Dracula over there. Yes, it's a hard
God.
read. It's a hard read, to be honest with you. I don't mind admitting it.
So Harley.
My heart is broken. Oh yes, all right. So, I've always been a fan of. I actually do like Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula. It gets a bit of slack sometimes, but I quite like it. And I
Gary
do.
Oldman in that.
Yes, that's right. That's correct. He is.
I have seen a Dracula film.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
God, that was terrible.
Oh.
Probably not what you're expecting, but yeah.
No, that's fair.
My sister wanted to watch it for a uni project. She was like, "Sean, watch a film with it." No, never. No. I just don't like Gary Oldman, but
I see.
What's wrong with Gary Oldman?
I don't know. Just every time I see him, I clench my fist. I can't give you a full explanation. It's like The Rock. I see The Rock, I get angry.
Oh.
You get angry at The Rock.
He's
As
never
in
forgive.
everything.
He never forgave him for what he did in 1998 to the fans. That's when he turned and joined the corporation. Isn't that right, Cloud?
I've never watched wrestling. So. I'm going to be booted from this podcast before it even started.
Oh, you're all right. You're all right. Oh dear. Paulie Lovebot says Gary Oldman is a batty boy. What, he played,
That's my sister.
he played cricket? Oh, that's your sister. Oh, hello. Welcome. Hello. I take it,
She's the reason I had to watch that Dracula film.
I take
Why
it.
am I actually pointing?
I don't know. But I take it you weren't a big fan of the film either. It's so wonderful to have you here. Welcome in. Welcome in.
I just love how that's how she appears.
Yeah, exactly. It was good timing, wasn't it? Absolutely. Yeah, so Pig Potato, you said you were on a plane. And we learned on Twitch that you actually flew your own plane, didn't you?
Mhm.
Is that the time you're referencing, or have you actually been to another country?
No, I've been on like big planes
Mm-hmm.
a lot.
You've been to Vietnam, correct? Is that correct?
Mhm.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, because I believe your mother
That was a big plane.
lives out there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too much Gary Oldman, not enough women.
Yeah, my sister loves women.
Don't they have those three kind of vampire lover people in there that go crazy?
Yeah, I think that was a
The
favourite scene.
brides.
Yeah. The what? Sorry.
The brides.
The brides. Yes. I felt there was like another term for them. Yeah, they're always quite sultry, aren't they? But yeah, the movie turns very. I always like Christopher Lee in the Hammer House of Horror films from the 70s. Pretty much like him, although they can be rather hit and miss. Yeah, okay, so that was Have I Never. So we broke the ice and we've got things rolling here. Now the idea is that every one of the guests tonight have brought with them a story, except Cloud Daddy, who said that he quote unquote would wing it, ladies and gentlemen. Valid arguments as well. So I know that I've dragged you into this hell, but Abby, would you tell me about the green hell that you encountered?
I will. So, for those that don't know, the Green Hell is it's a racetrack in Germany. It is also known as the Nürburgring, and I drove all 13 miles around Nordschleife, which is the North Loop.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I did it twice.
Bloody hell. Wait, so you did 30 miles twice?
Yeah,
It's 26 miles.
yeah.
Wow.
It's a rite of passage in my family to go around the Nürburgring. So there's me, my mum, my dad, my brother, my sister-in-law, and my uncle Adam, all there. And my brother took me out on track. He was my passenger, and it was my first lap. And I was shaking. I was incredibly anxious about this. Because my car is my baby, first and foremost. My car is my baby, and I didn't want anything bad to happen to my car. And of course, you hear the horror stories of people crashing, of people not being able to take their car home, all of that. And so my brother's in my passenger seat, and he's talking me around every single corner. He's going, okay, you need this gear for that. You need to put your foot on the accelerator. We're gonna go fast. And he's just taken me around this entire track. And I get to a point in the track which is called the Carousel.
Ooh.
So the Carousel is a very nice corner. It's my favorite corner. And there's two parts to Carousel. There's the flat around the top, and it's a left-hand bend. So it's flat around the top, and the other part is there's a steep camber to go
Right.
around the bend faster.
You're right, so you go up like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's I'm like, okay, Tom, I really want to do the carousel. Is anything coming up behind us? So we get, and he's like, no. So I get there. I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go around carousel properly. And my brother's like, yes, you are. Go for it. And we just drive around the cambered part. So we go round quite fast.
Right, so
And
yeah.
I'm very excited about this. I'm just ecstatic because it's my favorite corner and I'm having the time of my life in Germany. It's the end of a very long week in Germany. I'm very happy to be there. And I drive around, I finish my lap, and then I swap passengers. So my brother gets out, he goes into his car, and my dad gets his car, and we go around as a 3.
Oh.
So now I've got my mom as my passenger, and the entire way round I'm going, okay, so I need this gear for this corner, and I need to be in that gear for the next corner, and I'm
Right.
talking myself around the exact same way as my brother did. And we get to Carousel, and I'm like, Mom, can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? I like it. Can I do it again? And my mom's like, no.
No, it's flat out no.
Just flat out no. My mom hates Carousel.
Immediately shot down.
So I was like, okay, we'll go around the flat part.
Oh, no.
So we went around the flat part, and the pictures that we got that day were amazing. So, it's been asked in chat, I have seen. My car is a
Yes.
yellow Subaru Impreza, and the yellow is important because it's the rarest color.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, my car is a limited edition.
Oh, does that mean
Yeah.
I'm sort of a limited edition? What would be in piss yellow in brand? I'm just curious.
I don't know because my car's not piss yellow.
No.
It's a lovely pale yellow. I've actually got a picture here so I can show you guys.
Brilliant.
I'm just gonna cover up my number plate.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's Mr. Bean colour.
Whoa, that's really cool.
Oh.
So yeah, that's
that's
my
great.
baby. Yeah.
That's a cool car.
That's on Carousel. That's just going on to Carousel to do the camber, and it's I was very excited.
Oh,
2
yes.
laps.
Never seen the yellow
And-
one. Have
yeah.
now. Yeah.
And I got a tattoo out of it as well.
Whoa! Hey, look at that.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's the actual
Yeah.
track.
So
Yeah?
so the bit I drove around is
Yeah.
this big flat bit.
Right. Yes.
The little squiggly bit.
Uh huh.
That's the GP circuit. That's where the F1 races
Right.
are.
That is might be what
Yeah.
Alex was referring to. Perhaps I don't know.
Yeah, and that's where that was closed on the day I was there, so I didn't
I
get to
see.
drive around the GP circuit, but I did the 13 miles of Nordschleife.
That squiggly bit looks very dangerous, doesn't it?
Yeah, but the
uh,
Nordschleife is more dangerous
Yeah,
because
right, okay.
it's not just twists and turns; it's also
Right.
ups and downs,
Ah,
and
right,
the point
okay.
where there's no visibility. It's incredibly dangerous, and it's a lot of fun if you get a chance to go around, even as a passenger. Do it. There are ringside taxi services, so you can go there and
That's
you can
pretty
be like,
cool.
I want to hire a driver, and you can. I think the most expensive one is called the Beast, which actually did pass me when my
Oh.
brother was in the car with me, and the noise that it made was like thunder.
Fuck. That's awesome, though. As free individuals that do not drive, it's good to know that we can still experience it. There is no excuse, right?
No excuse.
Yeah.
Go.
Wait, could you show us where
now?
the carousel is on the?
I cannot.
Oh, no.
I think it's that little
That
nugget
bit
in
there,
there.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
But the straight at the bottom
Mm-hmm.
there, that's the on and off.
The what? Sorry.
The on and off of the track.
What's on and off? What, getting it on and off the track?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The entrance.
Took me a while to get there,
Yeah.
didn't it?
And there's a cafe there, so you can overlook people going on. Onto
Suddenly,
the track. It's really cool.
Potato wants to go at the sign of a cafe. It's just like, wait a minute, I can sit in the cafe with a nice cup of coffee and watch other people do it? Oh, yes, absolutely.
They also do alcohol at the cafe.
Potato doubly so was already there. Swing is just a blur. No, that is fantastic. That is. Are you? You said you were very nervous beforehand. Did those nerves just go straight away? Like as soon as you were you in the zone?
After the first corner, so the first corner is like a right hand bend, and then it goes into a left hand downward bend.
Right. Okay.
After that bit, I was okay.
Ah.
I was completely okay because my brother was next to me, and my brother, for reference, my brother has always been like a safety for me.
Right.
So with him right next to me, I just felt completely safe, and I was like, just
That's probably
just
very
forget
wise.
about the worries, just enjoy it. Yeah.
So, do you think you would ever go back and do it on your own?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I've done my rite of passage. I can go and do it again anytime I want to.
Yeah, excellent. That's so cool. I didn't really think you could go around these kind of places as a sort of as a tourist attraction.
You can actually go, and once the track is closed, and if you don't get caught, you can actually go and graffiti the track.
What? Why? Why would you do that?
Just to be like, oh, I was here.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Loads of people do it, and
Right.
not only that, but the bathroom, the corridor where the bathrooms are in the cafe, completely covered in writing from everyone that's been on the track.
Wow.
And of course, in my family, after you've driven your lap, you get a Nürburgring sticker for the car.
Oh.
And you can also, and as part of the rite of passage, you get taken to the steakhouse, which is called Pistenklaus. And if anyone knows who Sabine Schmidt is, it's her parents who own Pistenklaus. Hot rock steak, very good. and again, their walls are absolutely plastered with people writing things. The booth that we were sat in on the day that I was there, very special actually. You know Brian Johnson from AC/DC, the front man?
Yes.
Yeah, he signed the wall that I was sat next to.
Well, hey.
Whoa.
Rub
Yes.
celebrity there.
So it was very special.
Yeah. So, how did this become a tradition in your family? Where did this all stem from?
How did this start?
Do you even know?
It did actually. It started before my time.
Mm-hmm.
So it would have started with my brother and my dad doing what is known as ring runs in my family. So they would go on the Friday, they would leave home on the Friday and be back on the Sunday, and on the Saturday they'd go around the ring.
Oh wow! Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, and that's how it started, and then it just sort of became like a rite of passage. Every time we inducted someone into our family, we go to the ring.
And go to the ring. That's cool. That's cool. And awesome that you had. How old were you when you did this? Obviously, I don't want to know your age, but I mean, how
This was
age? You know?
This was 2 years ago. This was 2019.
Okay, 2 years ago. No, that's fair enough. Still fresh in the mind then, but it's still confident you could do it. So, can you see yourself taking others in the future around?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Rixie's already said in chat that I plan to take her.
Oh,
so.
yes, she did. Yes, that's very much true. Yeah. And she's more pale yellow than the streams portrays. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, my car is a very pale yellow, but it's a limited edition colour, and my brother and my dad's cars are both the same colour.
And she promised to drive me around one day, but I'm almost sure we're going to end up just casually racing each other. I love that. That's brilliant. That's fantastic. So yeah, they let more than one on the track as well. As you said, you get past. Is that not dangerous as well?
That's normal. It's dangerous, but it's only dangerous if you don't know the rules.
Right.
So I didn't have one because I wasn't told until I was asking about it when I saw someone with it on track. But you can get like a little yellow sticker with a black X on it,
right,
to show everyone behind you that you are new to the track.
That makes sense.
But also, if you're taking it slow, you can stick to the right-hand side with your right indicator on. And people will just pass you when they can.
That's well thought through. I think that's very accessible then. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
I know Potato that you've flown planes as well, which or at least tried to learn at fly planes, which I feel like as someone who's always keep me feet on the ground. You know, quite a dangerous thing to do as far as I'm concerned. Even if you've got an instructor there or not. Even driving worries me sometimes, I've got to be honest with you. I have a lot of dreams where I'm crashing cars. Actually, I had a dream of Potato last week. Yeah, I was in the back seat and you and T-Man were at the front. You were driving and you were smashing into every car possible. Genuine. You went to park the car in a car park and you said, I'm just going to reverse into this spot, and you went forward into another car. It was crazy. Absolutely genuine, that dream. But Cloud Daddy Potato, have you done anything equally as, say, risky or that might seem risky to others? I mean, the plane flying. Have you done anything else, Potato? Like that? Because I would say that what Abby done is quite an extreme activity to do. You know, there is an element of danger involved, right? Even if you are trained, right? To the unknown person. Yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely not done anything like that dangerous.
No. I would still say the plane riding counts. I mean, you're up in the air, you're new, you don't know what you're doing. That must have been you must have been very nervous about that kind of experience.
I was really nervous about like talking on the radio.
Oh,
like that was the part that was like hardest for me.
I love that. Even when you've got a whole plane at your fingertips to control, you're still worried about social engagement, aren't you?
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, and especially because like I did that when I was in high school, and I had like a lot more social anxiety in high school. So
Yeah.
like I was like really scared because like everybody that talks on the radio like knows what they're doing, so they talk really fast. If you talk slow to them, like usually they'll respond slow because they can like tell that you are new or whatever. But I don't know. It's still like it was like really scary for me.
Yeah, I bet. But it's odd that was a bit, not the fact that you were way up in the air. Candy, have you done anything equally risky?
Nothing as risky as driving a plane, but I've attempted to drive a car before.
Oh, okay. Which
Not unlike an official test, I tried to drive my friend's car
Oh,
in a Morrison's car park,
right.
which is a supermarket
Yeah, that's
to
right.
you
It's a supermarket.
non-British people. And it was my mate's car. She was like, "Oh, I think you'll be good driving because you're brilliant under pressure." I'm not. I'm absolutely not. I don't know where she got this impression from. Not mine. And she was like, what you want to do is you want to gently put your foot on the pedal. I slammed it in fear. I drove directly at the big glass thing that you put your shopping trolleys in.
Oh, yeah.
And then she was like, no, just do it gently, which in my brain went, yeah, put your foot down again, but this time, try the wheel. So if anyone looked at the CCTV cameras, they would have just seen a car doing that up the car park. And she hasn't let me drive since.
No, I wonder why. I wonder why that is.
I keep asking, and she's like, no, but she's got a new car now, so it might be better. You know?
Well, I don't think the car might have been to blame.
Well, are you saying I was to blame?
I'm saying that yeah.
I refuse to accept responsibility. She let me drive. I have no experience. My closest experience comes to GTA.
Yeah. What you need to do is do is it Men in Black? Was it Men in Black where the PlayStation controller comes out of the wheel?
Yeah, it was Men in Black too. Yeah.
That would have been perfect.
That would be great. That'd be awesome.
Say thank you, Harley. She'll let me drive.
You go away to Australia to drive. You'll never see your car again.
It's like giving SpongeBob at Miss Puff's boating school.
I like the fact.
Yeah.
I love the fact that he says the only experience I've got is from Grand Theft Auto, and she says, "Yeah, you can drive my car." So
Yeah, look, does she not know what it is? Does she just
right?
hear auto and went, yes, auto car. I trust it.
Oh, he's going to be sitting in the seat. Right, you sit here, you do this. He's going to smash your head into the wheel, throw you out, get in the driver's seat, reverse over your body, and then drive off again.
That should have been a red flag in itself.
We'll go with the drag comp. Drag comps will be fine. Best place to learn to drive. Is it way? What, because the outback? Is that what you mean? A lot of flat land? So I'm assuming it was night. in the car park. At the very least, he's on his phone. So,
Sorry.
No, it's alright. Just came up with your entire face.
I tried to do it slightly under the table, and I didn't realise it was right in front of the camera.
Brilliant.
This is why I couldn't be at school. I'd be shit in a Zoom class.
Did you drive at night around the car park?
Yeah, it was about like 8:30, quarter to 9. You know, Morrison's was still open. There was cars there, but not a lot.
Yeah.
And yeah, personally, if someone's never drove, you'd say, "Oh, we'll get to this abandoned parking lot." You know, there's no cars. Not like fucking level 10 of driving school where there's people about.
Yeah.
Sorry for the swearing.
No, you're all right. You're all right. It's free to go. Free to say whatever you want. We're a mature channel.
Oh, fuck it.
Yeah, you'll be all right, mate. Yeah, absolutely. You live there. And you have dogs. What the fuck? Anyway. So, yeah, I personally, I've not done anything. Like, when I think of, like, what you've done, Abby, I'm afraid to drive. I don't maybe do, like, bungee jumping or skydiving. But the thing is that if I said, like I said earlier, if I say I'm going to do it, like I thought to do it, and I feel like, yeah, I feel comfortable enough to do it, I would do it. And I probably feel a little bit nervous. I think natural nerves, absolutely. But I'd go for it. I'm very trusting individual. So if the instructors are there and they're like, hey, you know, strap this to yourself and pull that and do that, or I'll strap myself to you and do it. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. When do we go? Now? No! Ah! You know, bit late, but never mind. I'll go for it. But if I do like some semblance of security, so I think being a passenger around that track, I think I would get a great experience from it, and I think I would be satisfied with that. I've got to be honest.
Yeah, do it.
But yeah,
Do
absolutely, as an experience. So, are there more of these tracks that are like this? You can do this kind of thing around.
Oh, I don't think there are any as open as the Ring is, but you can go and drive around a local one, Silverstone.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so you can drive around Silverstone. I think you have to, you might have to join a car club to do it. I'm not sure.
Just
or
having
just go with a buddy.
Toy car collection count? Do you think?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Excellent. Yes, because
why not?
I've got one of those little red cars with a yellow hood that children go around in.
Oh, tiny type.
Yes.
Yeah. My brother used to have one of those.
I used to stick my mate in it, and we used to launch it at a curb and see him fall over. I don't know why he wanted me to do it. I don't know why he wanted me to do it, but he kept doing it. He said, let's do it again. I'm like, you're all right, you're bleeding. Never mind.
Yeah, I happen to know that Silverstone is open currently. I don't know if you can get in. Yeah, I don't know if you can get in, but it's open for Christmas. They put Christmas lights up and stuff.
Nice.
They did it last year as well.
Oh, okay.
And I have also driven around Monaco.
Oh, fancy.
It's fancy, but it's streets, so it's not really a racetrack.
No, I suppose no.
Have you ever drove on a car park?
Yeah, have you reached the high echelon that the Crown Daddy has?
I've driven around more car parks than I care to count.
Oh, no, she's bragging.
Unfortunately, I'm only on one. I'm not allowed around anymore.
Take your Galaxy. Oh dear. Yes. So, yeah, that is fantastic, and then there's more of these open. You thought about touring, doing a couple of them, if you know, like going around finding the ones that are open, and maybe doing something like that.
That is an idea. I will pitch that to my dad, but but I have driven around Europe as well, so.
Wow. It's fabulous.
I've been to many places.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I usually save it to the end of the stream, but I think I'll extend the offer now because I'd love to find out more about your trips to Europe and more about yourself, Abby, as well as yourself, Clown Daddy. So I normally at the end of the stream say, hey, we've got a Sun-Dry Bunnings podcast where we usually highlight a streamer, an individual every single time. So I want to extend the invitation to you guys to maybe in the new year come in and take part in the Sun-Dry Bunnings podcast if you're willing.
We'll have to wear clothes.
Ooh, tough. It is a mature channel. But it is Clown Daddy. We'll we're going to go with yes, because at the moment my co-host is normally Death Violence, but Big Potato's filling in. I don't want to offend her innocent eyes.
I've been watching the show Naked and Afraid lately. It's really good. Have you seen it?
Wait.
Never.
I've heard of it.
I have to make sure that you're saying that the title of the thing that you've been watching is Naked and Afraid, and that you weren't watching my shows Naked and Afraid. I just want to make that clear. That there was quote marks there, okay? No, I've not.
The show is called Naked and Afraid.
Naked and Afraid. Oh, okay. No, I've not seen it. What is that?
It's like a survival show where they put two people like in some wilderness area and they are naked.
Okay.
The premise of the show is wild.
Yeah. Hey. I think that sounds strange, but I'm not surprised that TV has got to that point. Yeah. I mean, the idea of let's put a bunch of criminals, for example, in a reality television show and let them fight to the death and see which one will survive and earn their freedom. Let's just.
I'd watch it.
We can't do that. So let's just stick two people in the wilderness and tell them to basically compete for their own survival. Closest we can get. You know. Wait, you don't watch Soul's show Naked and Afraid? Yes. That one is private, Harley, and it's a Discord exclusive.
Well, you told me I was the only one that did that. How many others are there, Sol?
We need a collab, right? Speaking of collab, and speaking of me, this one's a hard segue because he's giving me nothing. Speaking of nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, hello. Wolf Brothers, hello. Good time in there. Greetings. Thank you for the cheer. I appreciate it very much. Thank you for being
He's a lawyer,
It's always
Harlan.
good to see you. Always good to see you. That too. Yes, welcome in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Quadrant. Welcome in. We are just about to move on to our second guest's tale. He's come at me with nothing at all. So don't leave me hanging. What have you got for me, Clown Daddy? Uh-oh.
What, you want another story?
Another story? You haven't given me your main one yet.
I nearly died on a car park. That's a pretty cool story.
Oh dear. That was a cool story. Absolutely. If you
Okay,
wish to
I'll
repeat
give you a
it.
choice. You get to pick the story for me.
Oh.
The time I dislocated my sister's arms or the time I mooned a bus.
Oh, I really want to hear both. No,
Because I'll be honest, I was drawing a blank, so I messaged my sister saying, have I ever done anything funny? And she was like, well, you mooned a bus once and you dislocated my arms. I was like, that was pretty funny. So I'm going to let you choose which story you want, so.
Galaxy says moon. Cute glasses top left, top right, love the hair. Bottom left, brilliant collection back there. Bottom right, who are you again? What are you? I love it. Otherwise, we are. Well, thank you, me. Welcome in, mate. Welcome in. Appreciate the compliments. Let's take a little bit of a vote here. Galaxy's going moon. Potato, Abby, would you like to see the moon story?
To be fair, they are both quite short.
Or would you like to see the dislocated arm story?
I don't know why you're trying to make me choose.
No, I really want to hear both.
I just wanted to...
Harry, no!
Not only cute glasses, she's a gorgeous human being. Absolutely. Very true.
Stop lying to everyone, you guys.
No, both are true. No, cute glasses are very gorgeous individual. I wouldn't ask you here if you weren't. Of course. We got some moon stories. I think we're going to go with the moon story. You mooned a bus. Paint a scene for us, Clown Daddy, of this horrific tale.
Horrific? What are you on about? They got free shit.
Did I say horrific? I do apologise. This beautiful tale.
Okay, well, I was in like year 6 at primary school. I don't know how old that makes me. It was a long time ago. I used to crave attention. Like, I loved it. I think that's why I'm a streamer, actually, but that's not the point. And the teachers wouldn't pay attention to me because, you know, there was other kids, and I didn't like that. So I was like, okay, I'll push a kid over. That didn't get me attention. I'll say a swear word. Didn't get me attention. I look up at the top of the hill because there was like this little hill and the road was above, and there was a double-decker bus. Looked quite packed. I decided to pull my trousers down and bare my full arse at it. Boom! I had about 6 teachers on me in a matter of seconds.
Wait.
Right?
When you say they were on you, you mean to discipline you, correct?
Yeah. It weren't that sort of school.
Yes.
But I was like, yeah, I've got attention, but I forgot to take one thing into effect. I got excluded for some reason. I don't know if it was related to the mooning or something else. I know, big shock that I got excluded for it. But I wasn't allowed back at that school for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, a 2-week exclusion.
Just for showing a bit of cheek.
But year 6, yeah, I suppose you would have been like third school, like upper school, right? So,
Year 6 was the last
Isn't year
year of
six,
primary
like-
school.
11.
wait a minute. Wait, year 6 was last year of primary school. Oh, right. Oh, wait, so Cranddaddy, you were there after they merged all the schools and got rid of middle schools.
No, it's just...
Because like when I was at school, you used to go from year 1 to 4 in primary school. Then you went to a middle school where you did 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you went to a high end school where you did 9, 10, 11, and 6th form, and blah blah blah. But when I was at school, when I got to middle school, that was when they were doing the transition of getting rid of middle school, so they were tearing them down, and I only did 5 and 6 there, and then went to Hartswood, which was the big school.
See, my first school was 1 to 6, and then my high school was 7 till 11,
okay.
I think, and then there was 6th form.
It was to make more. Yeah, that makes more sense. Maybe it's just my age showing there, to be honest with you, more than anything else. 32 after all. But now, as of Wednesday. Yes, school. Oh, you were excluded. So were you a bit of a troublemaker then, Cranddaddy? I mean, you did move
Well,
a bus.
me now as an angel.
You were like... Really, I like the fact that you said I might have been excluded for that, or it might have been for some other reason, which makes me
Well, it might
suspect...
have been a long list. I'm not 100% sure. I had ADHD as a child, but they didn't know how to deal with me because I was like the only kid in the year to have it, so I was like outvoted instantly.
Oh, right, I see.
But I just couldn't focus. I mean, I still can't focus now. If you rewatch this stream, you'd see me sitting here playing with these 3 cards I got off clothes I bought.
Ooh. That's fancy. That's all right. But so you were like that as a child. So that was why you were maybe craving for attention and looking for something to do, really, because
attention,
the teacher wasn't really the education or what was being taught wasn't enough to get you to care or be invested. So you were looking for...
I cared about some classes, like I loved English.
I loved English too, yeah.
Yeah, I was reading sick-ass books, but it's just maths, man. As soon as I see numbers, I've just got like this monkey in my head just banging symbols.
You and Harley have got so much in common. I can tell you now. Your love for horror, your hatred for maths, right? Oh, that is like almost a banned word for her. Look, she's hissing in the chat. Galaxy loves it.
Maths is horrible.
There you go, you see. So I've always been rather... It just is what it is. It serves it's a universal language. It solves complex scientific principles and problems. But in real horror life, maths is the worst. Big hatred of it. Potato, do you like maths?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah. Brave
I
woman.
love it, but...
Yes. But you liked English. I was a big fan of English and drama, as if you couldn't tell. Yes. And media studies was fine, but our teacher had a mental breakdown, so that kind of dampened that. But I was for the substitute teachers throughout my entire school life. That really was a burden. Then when I reached 16, I left and just went into work because I didn't really have like a direct interest in something I wanted to pursue. I knew I loved English. I knew I loved drama, but I was very self-conscious and quite down about myself, so I felt like, well, I'm never going to be an actor or a comedian because like I ain't got the self-confidence or self-worth or anything like that, you know. So it just went away. But you like maths. but Clandy, how was the rest of your school life? Did you do anything else mischievous after that? You said year 6, so I'm assuming you were there for several more years. Did you calm yourself down, or did you grow into more of a terror?
I'd say high school was a lot more fun because there was a lot more classes, teachers, students in general.
Right.
I had a good time.
Okay, well, no.
I think I got kicked out like 12 times, and they just kept having me back. But then I was like fully excluded, like not allowed back on the premises in the final year. And do you know what the funny thing was? This is what like pisses me off to this day. I've done loads of things which got me kicked out, fair enough. But the thing that got me kicked out of school permanently is the one thing I didn't do.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate that.
Like, I apparently pushed this teacher down the stairs, but when she says, "Oh, what day did he push you down the stairs?" "Oh, it was Tuesday." At that point, I had been excluded for like a week, so I weren't even there. But because I was a student and she was a teacher,
yeah, that's bullshit. That is absolute bullshit.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I wish I did, but I didn't.
Fact is, you didn't. I love the fact that when you said, "Oh, you know, college was a lot more fun. There was a lot more students and classes and all that," I genuinely thought he was going to say, "And I had a great time and I learned a lot." Instead, it went down the route of, "And I got excluded 12 times. I had a lot more fun being a real menace." And what'd you get excluded
down
for?
a lot now.
I'm glad.
Okay, I got excluded for a lot of things. One of them was the teacher asked me to hang my bag up on a coat hanger, but I was a very technical child and she never told me to take the bag off before I did it. So I'd like put the hook on the bag on the hook and I'd just stand there like that floating. And that was an excludable offence, apparently.
What a great image.
I'm not really getting in anyone's way. I nearly burnt a girl's eyebrows off with a Bunsen burner. That one was a mistake. That one was genuinely not meant to happen. I was just fucking with dials. So if you see me next to something flammable, maybe don't investigate. Maybe leave me to it. Treat it like a game of Among Us. Stay away.
See, this is why I don't want him driving, right? Okay.
What? I'm fantastic. Just
Cars
maybe
are very
stay off-
flammable.
Huh?
Cars are very
Yeah,
flammable.
exactly. So I don't want to be
If I
around
want to
you.
reenact Ghost Rider, I will.
Love it. Oh dear. Clown Rider. So,
I love it.
Potato, have you ever been excluded from school? I see you as being a very quiet individual at school.
Does that mean like suspended?
Yes, suspended. Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I never got in trouble at school.
Never at all? No? Oh, wow. Look at that. You see, that doesn't surprise me. How about you, Abby? I'm coming to you now.
No, but
okay.
I was bullied by a teacher.
Granddaddy's gone off. And I've moved over here now. Hello. So, you were bullied by a teacher?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. What?
Yeah, I was in year 2, so that's...
Oh, so you were very young there.
I was very little, and it was my maths teacher, unsurprisingly.
Oh, I see. Oh,
Yeah,
great.
the
No
real
worries,
almighty.
Granddaddy. No worries.
But yeah, she had the pleasure of teaching my big brother, and because I shared the last name with my big brother, I got all the vitriol. Which was
well,
wonderful.
that was reflected here. Paulie says, "Yeah, thanks to you being an absolute icon, the Clown Daddy, they had a serious problem with me." So that was very much replicated there as well. Oh, that's
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry you had to go through that.
It's
The
fine.
point where it was bullying, like we classify as bullying. Why is it always year 2 and maths teachers that bullies the kids? I don't know. What is that a trend for you, Thatcher? Have you got
a trend?
Yeah, what's
My
that?
my maths teacher in year 2 was called Mrs. Spencer. So if she's out there, I know her name. I'm coming for her.
He's back. I had Mrs. Butler. She played the piano and had big fingers. There you go. I got a lot of crap for correcting the teachers while I was still drawing art in my notebook and not paying attention to them. But when they asked me something, I'd still know the answer, but they'd be sassy with it. It's a gag scene. One teacher bullied me for being Dutch. What? That's racism, isn't it? The only time I was ever kicked out of class was because the teacher preferred to be on a high horse rather than admit they were wrong in front of our foreign exchange students. Long story, but I preferred to be right and kicked and let corruption influence our nation. Long live the seahorses! Whey! Yes, I think I might be just conscripted there. And she was my 4th year teacher too. Bloody hell. He mate kept fighting. Well, I can see that, Jack. Jack's wanted by police. Pretty much every bloody stream. Yeah, no, I myself have. See, I bumped off school a bit towards the end because when it came to GCSEs, I got really annoyed with how serious they wanted me to take it and how very serious they weren't actually providing the education. So it would be constant substitute teachers, and they'd be like, "You've got to be here and do this," and I'm like, I had to choose 5 subjects. I was only interested in drama, so I had to pick another 4. I didn't care. The only other thing I was interested in was science. And we never had a science teacher throughout the entire 2 years I was taking my GCSE. It was substitute after substitute. Whenever we did get a teacher in, we had one teacher that lasted about 4 months. He was Australian, Harley. I'm blaming you because she went back home, right? So, don't know why I'm blaming you, but I'm blaming you. And so that was it. I was just, it was irritating because I weren't interested in a lot of subjects, but it forced me to do them. So I ended up just going, look, I've got like 3, maybe 2 classes I'm interested in today. They're in the afternoon. I just won't go in. And I just didn't. I stayed at home and played computer games. And then when I did want to go in, I arrived at lunch and said, no, I've been here all the time. I was in the library and they believed it.
Oh, you're a liar.
They believed it. Back then, I had no regrets. I felt no remorse whatsoever. I felt that was only for those 2 years because I just felt my time was being wasted and I'm an adult now. I thought to myself, I can make my own decisions. And I will go to these lessons or I will not. I've learned to be there and be respectful. I was a good student. I was very communicative with anyone that was there. I just had to care. Which is a bit like now, like I said before, if I care about something and I invest my time into it, I'll do it to the best of my ability. If there's no care, I genuinely won't care, and I'll feel no remorse or regret about the actions. Obviously, I won't do anything immoral. In fact, I won't do anything at all. Is the problem? It's that philosophical question of there's a person on the tracks and blah blah blah. I always go with, well, I wouldn't do anything because I don't want. I shouldn't put myself into a position in which that decision should be thrust upon me. Those kind of things. What the fuck are you blaming me for this time? I just got back on my screen. He could have been Australian, Harley. That's very respect for teachers, having to put up with massive amounts of shit. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, they do put up with a lot of shit. That is very true. And they're very much underpaid for the most part. Can we get some shout-outs for the guys in the Quadrant this evening? I think, Harley, you've got the commands. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yes, so, I've never been excluded, but the closest I got was just someone actually questioning about all the absences that I had, and I managed to just talk my way out of it, because genuinely I was a nice guy, and I was quite amusing, so I just made everyone laugh. I made it my mission to make every teacher I ever have laugh at some point, and I genuinely didn't think I was going to reach that achievement, but I did manage it in the end. Thank you very much for doing that, appreciate it. Your personalised messages and your shout-outs.
Why would you trust me?
Trust you? Oh, well, no, that was a hint towards maybe your mischievous nature. Like Pennywise.
What, you wouldn't trust Pennywise?
No, I don't even trust Pennywise. He's an entity from another dimension that probably wants to hurt me.
You trust him to kill me? Is that good enough?
No, it's lovely. Like the other day, I went to the sewers,
what?
and he was like, and he gave me a balloon. He was like really lovely about it.
What?
How nice he was. He gave me a balloon.
How do we save him?
He just wanted me to. He just wanted me to, in exchange for the balloon, I had to take some kids to the sewer to play a game. I don't know what it was. I went home.
Let's move on quickly. I don't want to hound you any further, Clown Daddy, with what you get up to in your spare time. But I do understand that there has been some greyhounding going on with Big Potato. Do you want to explain what you were doing at the greyhound track?
Is that a cat?
What? Did a cat?
I thought I saw a tail.
Oh, where?
I've got a dog.
That's a dog. Oh, we got cats and dogs. The pets have
That was the
arrived,
tail.
ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't even see the dog.
That was you. That was 20 years ago.
I like a sweater.
Oh, the pets have arrived in the quadrant.
This is Bitsy.
Pets do escape the quadrant for free. Don't worry.
You Bitsy? You Bitsy?
Aw.
Oh,
That's a baby? You gonna go lie down?
no, kitty.
Don't go, Bojack. Don't go. There.
Hey, they're off and running.
Go on.
He gone. She gone. Whatever.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Absolutely.
I'm
Speaking-
sorry, did she disrupt the stream?
No, that's fabulous. We always get visits here. It's just brilliant. I love it. Speaking of dogs, though, Potato. Oh no, that's a bad segue. Sorry, I wasn't calling you a dog. Bloody hell. No.
Oh yeah, the Greyhound.
Yes, the Greyhound story. Yes, carry on.
Is Greyhound like a thing there? The buses.
Well, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
we do have Greyhound racing here, yeah.
So it's more of a. Is it? Would you say it's a gambling thing, like Ladbrokes, but it's also a royal thing as well, right?
I don't know. It's like horse racing, but less prestigious, I think.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I would probably go with that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm definitely talking about a bus.
Eh? You're talking about a bus? Greyhounds
It's like a
are
brand
buses.
of bus.
Oh shit! No wonder all segues were weird. Okay. Oh, so now I'm very confused with this.
Wait, what?
So greyhounds for us are dogs.
Bus. It's like a brand of travel bus.
Oh.
Oh, okay, I'm with you now.
She didn't even
Yeah, no,
capitalise
like-
it in the message she
It's
sent
not
me.
about you, baby.
That makes
about
sense. I would have thought dogs first too.
Hey, Lord
Definitely
Entropy,
would
my
have thought
liege, how are you? Greyhound bus. So what if I'm supposed to get your back kicked in by a crying child behind you? So no, can I speak for Cloud Daddy and Abby when I say that we didn't know what a groundhound was?
No,
it was a
I
dog.
didn't.
You know?
Yeah, I thought we were on about dogs.
Yeah, me too. I got very confused. Okay,
Yeah.
that's interesting. Go, please.
That
tell us your
was my
story.
bad.
Tell
That
us
was
your
my
story.
bad.
No, it's not. No, not at all. Go ahead. It made for a funny moment in which I got very awkward.
It's
Called you a dog.
It's like a travel bus, yeah. So like a long, not like a bus just like in your city, but like if you want to go to like another city or like another state or something.
Right. Okay.
Um,
We have buses. I should say
yeah,
that.
yeah. Long distance.
we have got buses here. I make that clear. We do have buses exist, but
We've got buses and we've got coaches, which
Yeah.
are different, yeah.
oh yeah, that's true. What is it? I suppose a bus is a public.
Buses are public in a city,
Yeah.
in a town type thing, and then a coach is like for long distance travel.
Yeah, and not public. It's usually private for hire kind of thing.
It's usually hired, yeah.
Oh, I feel like this is like in between. Like you have to buy a ticket, but
Yeah, so that's. Oh, it's
but it's not just like you have to buy like. Yeah, it's not just like a regular. You can't just like hop on.
right. Okay, then yeah, it's probably more
Okay,
like a
yeah.
coach then. Yeah. Hey, Felix, how you doing? Hey, there, welcome in.
Felix.
Your nephew's birthday's now. Last time I remember he was 6. Maybe I hit straw. That's making me forget all the time in between. What does this have to do with anything you might ask? I just didn't know what else to come in with. Hello, Felix. Welcome in. Oh, it's a pleasure to have you here. And hello there, Bacon Eater. Woo. Hello. What's up?
Ooh-woo.
Welcome to the Quadrant. Yes, I learned that on the podcast, the Sunshine Bunnies podcast. Ooh woo. Yes, I think I said that correctly. Yeah. Yes, welcome in, Bacon Eater. Yes. Are you a keen bacon eater, perchance? National Express in the UK. It's like an American Greyhound. Ah! See, if you said American Greyhound, I might have understood that a little bit better. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. National Express, yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. I think that it's designed to be nauseating, to be honest, that word. Anyway, yes, Potato, please tell us what the hell have these buses got to do with you?
Yeah. So like a long time ago, maybe like 8 or 9 years ago, I was taking a bus from where I live now up to my hometown in the winter to like go home for Christmas. And I had pet rats, and you like on their websites like you're not allowed to bring like pet rats on the bus. But I was like, well, I'll just like do it anyway. Cause like I've been on a Greyhound before,
Right.
and like they never check your stuff or anything like that. But I got into the station and I like just like walked into it and like sat down, like waiting for the bus to come because you get there a little bit early. And then I like looked over and I had like my rats in my bag.
Thank you for the
And then
follow,
I like
Bacon
looked
Eater.
over.
Appreciate that very much.
Oh.
Yeah, if you get a follow.
I looked over and there was like literally a security guard like checking people's bags. But like I had like accidentally just walked past him and nobody noticed. So I got away with having my pet rats, but I can't remember what it was. Like I took a Greyhound from like my city to like the next city, and then there was like another Greyhound bus that I took to like get to the one after, or there was actually like 3 total buses, I think. So I took the first bus and then there was like a layover, and but then it snowed a bunch, so they closed like the roads and stuff.
Right.
And so then I ended up in the station, like stuck because they weren't running the buses for like who knows how long. This isn't actually an interesting story.
No. Where are the rats at this point? Where did you say you smuggled the rats? Where were they now?
The first station.
Yeah, no, but where
So I left.
where upon your person are they?
Oh, they were in my bag.
Oh, they're in your bag. Okay, they could breathe, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It had like a
Tragic
like
ending.
a side.
All right.
Yeah, no, they could breathe. It was like not really a pet carrier, but it was like a bag that had like what's the word? Like a mesh sort of like side.
Right. Yeah. Like a little vented area. Okay. Okay, so that's interesting. So you managed to you just completely biked the actual search area.
Like, yeah, I didn't even know that like there was a person there searching people's stuff. I was just like, oh, I guess I'll walk in, and then like I like guess they didn't notice that I walked past them.
Did you ever think
it wasn't like
No, go on.
Oh, it's not like an airport where it's like really official or anything like that.
There's a rat
It was a
stroller.
rat.
No, Potato's notorious for her cat stroller. She has.
Well, Death Violet's got a cat stroller, and I was like, I don't know, that just like I needed one too.
A cat
after
pram, basically. Which I give her a lot of flack for. Yes, what you needed was a rat one, just put a baby in there, like not a real baby, obviously, a toy baby, and it just kept the rats in a compartment. Did you ever think about hiding them elsewhere upon your person rather than the bag? If you did get like searched, would you just go and then gone, just left?
Oh, I have no idea what I would have done.
Okay. Where were you going, by the way?
So I was living in San Francisco at the time, and I was going up to Washington State.
Oh, okay. So
the first bus went from San Francisco to Sacramento, and then the second one was from Sacramento to Portland, and that was the bus that no buses were running anymore. So I ended up being in the Greyhound station for like 3 days with my rats, and I made a bunch of friends.
3
and it was
days?
really like kind of fun actually.
You were there for 3
Yeah.
days with your rats,
Yeah.
and no
I
one
had, like, a bunch of food and
no
stuff,
one
so.
found these rats the entire time.
Well, like, I don't know. I guess they didn't care because like I
Oh.
had them out and stuff like at that point, but I
That's-
guess they just didn't care.
And you didn't lose them either. That's just
No, they were really good. I only had 2.
okay. That's crazy. You smuggled rats into a station, and then when you got to one station and had to wait 3 days. What, you just slept on the floor?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I've never had
And I
anything
played-
like that. So
I played cribbage with like someone had a cribbage board, and so I made friends with everybody there. And like I feel like everybody that takes a Greyhound is like most people would just like take a plane if they were
Right.
going that far, but like I don't know. I feel like the like kind of type of people that take the Greyhound are like more sketchy.
in my mind, every time you see
Like-
Greyhound, I just see you riding a dog like a horse across America. It's weird.
Dogs just like pull up and then you just hop on them.
You're small enough to probably ride one. That's all I'm saying. But knowing you, Patats, I find this so. Because I know you don't like public travel in general, right? And I know that this
Well,
wasn't
I
necessarily
also-
public, but in the same way.
Yeah, I don't know. I also used to be like a lot more like brave and adventurous than I am now
But,
too.
oh, right. Okay. But
Like
still,
I wasn't like nervous or scared of anything.
And it's
Like now I get nervous like leaving the house, but
Yeah. It's just getting stranded as well. Must have been frightening. Have you ever had to do
like
anything
I
like that
wasn't
before?
scared at all.
You weren't scared at all?
It's weird. Like now I would be super scared, but
Right. How old were you at the time?
no, Shadi, you're not sketchy. I didn't mean to say that.
Oh, he's grand, so
I mean,
apparently
obviously, like I rode the Greyhound too. Like not everybody that rides the Greyhound's sketchy,
They have to get you home no matter
but
what.
there's just like
I got the last train
more sketchier people on the Greyhound than like if
Oh,
you were to
wow.
take like a plane or something. I feel like. Cause like one guy, couldn't ride a plane because he was bringing like his knife collection with him.
Bloody hell. Okay.
I played cribbage with him. He was really nice. But
It's fantastic.
yeah. And so then we finally like got the bus, and like more buses were coming into this station. So like more people were kind of like
It's growing,
tunneling into the
growing.
station, and there's like nobody left.
I like the idea
But,
that there are loads of people out there that now remember this time they had to stay at this station for a long period of time, and you, in their subconscious, will forever be known as Rat Lady.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't remember anybody's name. I just remember Knife Man,
I fancy.
Carnival Guy,
I love it.
the dude with the hat.
The dude with the hat.
Um,
Brilliant. And you are now Rat Lady to them.
Yeah.
Amazing. Rat girl, rat girl.
yeah, my two pet rats at the time were Prometheus and Victor.
Oh, great. Wait a minute. That's a great name. Prometheus or great Victor? In
Yeah,
comparison
so I
to
didn't name
Prometheus.
Prometheus, but
Oh,
I did
okay.
name Victor.
Oh, that makes sense, doesn't it? Okay. So, guys, have you had any kind of like... I suppose it's fair to say that spiders, snakes and rats are very much the odd pets. They're not odd, but like they're like cats and dogs. I suppose people do fear them, but they tend to be the minority of people. Whereas those kind of pets, the rats, the snakes and spiders, tend to have the majority of people that are afraid of them. Abby, have you ever had any kind of pets that are not of
No.
the usual ilk?
I've just had dogs.
Just had dogs. I've only ever had dogs myself.
I've
I've
just
had a
had
few
dogs.
gerbils as well, which is probably the closest you'll get to a rat, really.
We used to have a cat, and the cat was the most vicious, murderous thing on the planet.
It's a hero. The city.
So that was it.
Desserts. I love rats. I love spiders. I love Victor. Oh, Galaxy's fell in love with rats. See, I love
Really
that.
great.
She said, if you're a superhero rat girl, she's the hero the city squeaks, not the hero it deserts. Brilliant. Okay, it's nice. Yeah,
When I was,
Holly
like-
has rats. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I think I knew that.
Yeah.
When I was like 3, my dad brought home a barn cat.
Oh.
And I named it Carpet, and then it peed in my toy box, and my mom gave it away.
What, the toy box or the cat?
No, the carpet. Oh dear. Carpet, I like that. Sorry, Abby, did I cut you off there? Abby, did I cut you off there? Did you say?
No, I had a cat, and
Yeah.
I've had dogs. I've not had anything scary, so
Right. Okay. Oh, so you're very much against having these then, if you're calling them scary.
I am terrified of spiders. Snakes don't bother me all that much.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a friend who had rats,
Right.
but that didn't bother me, and we never got anything
See,
smaller than a cat.
I'm all right with rats, and I think snakes are okay. I think because spiders on the other end, that they give me the creeps. And I'm now going to go over to camera daddy there.
Give me a minute.
No worries.
Oh, I've royally fucked this up.
Have you got any pets of that kind of? I think we're good. Have you had any snakes or spiders? As a horror fan yourself, I can see you having these kind of things. Are you going to surprise me?
I've got a cat and a dog.
Cat and a dog. There you go. Yeah,
That's all I've ever owned.
You ever thought about any of them? If you got any kind of tolerances for all these?
I always wanted a pet snake, but my girlfriend said if I get a snake, she's never coming round. And after 2 weeks of thinking, I realised, nah, it's not worth it. So I decided not to get a snake.
That's fair.
That's so sad, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have named him Richard.
I've had a tarantula twice already in my life since Galaxy. Oh, I can even bear.
Oh, I couldn't own one of them.
Tarantula.
I would be so scared.
Big hairy bastards they are.
I'd let him have my house and I'd live in the garden.
I had a scorpion once, says Harley. See, scorpions freak me out a bit. I've got to be honest. Out of all of them, I actually think I fear the scorpion more than I do the spider, strangely. I think it's just... I suppose... Right, okay. So a snake could probably just suddenly... Right, okay. But I think snakes are easier to read, if I'm honest. Scorpions, on the other hand, not only are small, like to the point where it's... I mean, you could get bigger ones, but like mostly fairly small to the point where you can't really pet them, you know? They're just... Who knows when that tail's just going to lash out at you, right? I think they're harder to read. You know, they're like a spider. You could like pet a scorpion. What's that about? No.
Why would you want to pet a spider?
I imagine. I imagine you could though, because they are quite furry, aren't they? You know, they can be quite hairy. So, especially if you're into that sort of thing. The smaller the scorpion, the deadlier. See, scary, right? And it was a weird thing because I played Fallout 3 and the scorpions of that didn't give a shit about. But when I played Fallout 4, they scared the shit out of me. I don't know what happened in between them, but somehow I had grown unaccustomed to these scorpion devils.
Wait, did Fallout 4 have scorpions?
Fallout 4 scorpions freaked me out, yeah, for some reason.
Didn't even know it had them.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, they're a little bit more detailed because the scorpion in Fallout 3 they would just kind of crawl around on the surface and they generate. Fallout 4
And again, I'm only an hour in.
They come out of the bloody ground and they're fucking massive. Shower spider, Bert, lived under my shampoo bottle, just chilling there while I showered. One day I looked to shower, he was not alive anymore, and I miss him still. Oh, it's a life, is a life, isn't it? Those baby spiders with the huge eyes. I actually really want a fox. Where I live, regular foxes are illegal, except for Phoenix foxes. Yeah, we're surrounded by farmland here in Hertfordshire, so we do get a lot of foxes just walking the streets at night. You should hear them have sex. Oh, bloody hell! The racket they make. You know, have you heard those turtles squeaking? You know, when they're out going at it. I'm sure you've probably all seen that video because you know who hasn't. Yeah, nothing compared to what the foxes do. Believe me. Fear of the sea. Oh, yeah. So I thought this was a story about a greyhound track that you brought rats into, but in fact, they actually got a story which is actually worthy, I think, of a movie. It'd be quite nice to have people like a load of these characters come into one place and they're stranded in a location, waiting for the next bus.
It was actually really nice. Like I feel like I don't know, the people that I happened to meet were all like really interesting and nice and stuff like that.
It's one of those things where you're kind of forced into a social situation where you could probably relax a little bit because, like, oh, I know I cannot go anywhere. Like, I'm here. I just exist in the now. Right? You could probably worry at times, like, oh, you know, am I going to go anywhere? But you kind of know because you're constantly reassured in that situation. You know, I think you could really just let yourself go a little bit. Enjoy the experience for how brief it is. Each phobia forms not for specific animals but concepts we form about them. That's very true. I explored that in my Little Nightmares playthrough. For instance, I don't think it's a scorpion itself you're scared of. In fact, you can't predict it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, unpredictability, the fear of the unknown, right? Which fear of unknown really boils down to a lot of phobias like fear of the dark and stuff like that. For me, I am okay with any and all but instincts except the ones that fly. I can't anticipate flight of insects. That freaks me out. Interesting. Yeah. They got a lot more room to maneuver, haven't they, really? I'm not afraid of heights. I'm afraid of being alive after landing if I fail. Oh, yes. Yes. Mercy killing as well. Oh, dear. jumping spiders, waves out. Yeah, have you seen that video of someone trying to catch a spider and it just jumps at them?
Oh my god.
Freaks the hell out of me. It's the spontaneity. You never know when they're gonna attack. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think it has come to the time of the show where I must make a decision here on the Quadrant. I must decide.
No, do I?
Which of my guests I shall marry, and they will stay with me and our other wife already, Zoe.net, who was here last time, to join my. Is it polyamorous? Would it be if I married more than one person?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes. I was gonna say something else then. A bit weird. I was gonna say join my pygmies. They're only little people, weren't they? Yeah, anyway, yeah, so one person's going to die, one person's going to join me here forevermore in holy matrimony of the Quadrant, and the other I will have my wicked way with, but let free. So, I think, because, let's face it, he's only going to get excluded from Twitch and then excluded from life anyway. I think we should pull the trigger on Clown Daddy, unfortunately. For the Quadrant forever shall be your tomb, my friend. Abby, sweet Abby.
Hello.
I love your dog. I love...
Everyone loves her.
Yes, I love your glasses.
Thank you.
You're a gorgeous human being, and I want you to stay here with me forevermore in the Quadrant. Join me and Zoe, and then maybe we, all three of us, could go around a racetrack together at dangerous high speeds, and then we can come back here and stay forevermore in the Quadrant in peace and harmony with our pets. Yes, absolutely. There will be chains. How does that sound?
Okay. You heard me at chains.
Yes. And that means that my Discord partner, my sweet potato, I must... Fucking hell. Me and my frills are coming out now, potato. Be careful. I'm going to have to... A little plug for our show. I'm going to have to play with your potato sack. I don't know what that means. But you are free to go once more because you've been here just like you were at that station for too long. And I don't think I should delay your departure any longer. Hop on this greyhound dog and ride off into the sunset over to Washington or wherever you must go to get back home. So, ladies and gentlemen, these were our three guests here on the Quadrant. This was the three stories they brought, and this is the three fates that they have been given. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Quadrant. I want to thank my guests this evening. Go clockwise, Clown Daddy! Oi. I didn't meet no fear with his soundboard. And the wonderful... oh, bloody hell, I nearly had it. The wonderful and gorgeous Abby. Yes,
Yeah.
Go give these guys a follow. They're all worth it and they're all wonderful streamers. And of course, my wonderful partner here, Big Potato. How are you, Potato?
Did you get rid of the extender?
No, the extender should be there.
Am I...
You're not seeing it? I can't see it from here. The extender should be there.
I don't see it.
Oh no. I don't know why. I'm sorry. It should be there. I've deleted it.
Oh no, it's there.
Yeah. Great. We'll do that exit again.
Yes, it's an extender.
Thank you very much. We extend this exit and say thank you very much, Big Potato, as well. Yes, they're all wonderful streamers. They're all wonderful individuals. They do wonderful streams, provide wonderful content, and I'm honoured to have them here on my streams. As I said before, I extend the invitation to Abby and Clown Daddy to join me and Potato on the Sun-Dried Bunnies podcast next year. Be in contact. I have plenty of other shows. This was the Quadrant, but ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere. We will be going to a very brief be right back, because when we do come back, it is time for the last ever late night lock-in with me and Horror Queen Harley, where we'll be looking into some weird Christmas folklore. Is this the last one ever? Why? We'll tell you why when we come back. Give us but 5 minutes and we shall be back, ladies and gentlemen. So until then, I want to thank everyone again and say goodbye. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi.